Check, check, check. Hey guys, we're just about ready to get started here. Once again, I just want to remind everybody at the end of this panel, we will be clearing the ballroom. Just a reminder. And also, for this panel, there is no recording of any kind allowed and no photography. We're going to get everybody situated. We're running a little bit behind, but we're almost ready. So please, please, everyone, they're right back there. Can we make some noise for Danielle Panabaker and Arthur Darvill? Let them know Kansas City loves them. Thank you.
Otherwise, they're never going to be able to come back.
I have a feeling that our definition of the word justice may differ somewhat.
Your little ruckus has already placed the timeline at risk.
Planet Comicon, how you guys doing? I know you guys are excited. My name is Steve Serrano. I'm with KCWE, Kansas City's CW. I know they're just behind this curtain. Come on, make some noise right now. Help me bring out Arthur Darvill and Danielle Panabaker. Come on out.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
They are excited. Welcome to Kansas City. How are you guys? You get close?
Your
Exactly.
chair
I
seems
felt like I was
shorter
miles away.
than
Why have you
mine.
put me in the short? Hi guys, I'm just gonna do this. It's a relaxing panel.
You came to see his knees, right?
Yeah.
Or the bottom of his feet?
Hey, I got some knees. I got some.
And it's on the
serious
sock game here. You have quite the sock game too,
Those
by the
good
way,
socks.
Arthur.
Thanks.
Welcome to Kansas City, though, guys. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I know you are a huge foodie.
Yes.
Have you had a chance yet to try our Kansas City barbecue? Please tell me you have.
Yes, I have. I can't remember. Last time I was here, which was maybe about a year ago, we had delicious barbecue. What's the place with like just awards and trophies all on one wall?
Kansas
Is that
City
what it is?
Joe's?
That could be what
It's
it
gotta
was.
be what it is.
Probably. And last night we ate at a really delicious restaurant called Blue Stem. Blue
Okay.
Stem? Real yum.
You love it then, right?
I did, yes.
Did you get to try anything?
I
know
did.
you got in
Yeah.
Thursday.
We traveled across the city to find the best one. We went to a place called Q39.
Q39, yeah.
You guys will cheer anything. Is that? It was great. It was really good. I feel like I'm advertising. Go to Q39. It's great barbecue, great atmosphere. Yeah, but it was lovely. Really nice, tasty, smoky food. My wife's allergic to smoked food, so she just kind of sat and watched me eat. So that was great.
You guys are always go, go, go.
Yeah.
When you have that free time, what do you guys like to do?
Eat.
Eat?
Yeah.
Q39?
Eat barbecue food. I'm really happy here, but it's good. Yeah, sleep a lot.
Yes, sleep. See
walk.
friends when you can.
Yeah, play music.
I don't do that.
And you're big into
Coloring
music,
in.
though. Explain this. You're big into music.
I'm a big
Guitar, keyboard, everything.
Yes, I play music a lot and sing. Not very good at self-promotion, so I'm just gonna be embarrassed here.
Didn't you at one point go over to Jesse's house with Carlos?
Yes.
And like, there's something really magical about Jesse's apartment
Yeah,
in
that's
Vancouver, and he just has all these instruments sort of hanging out, and
He has this like loop,
Yeah,
vocal
that's
loop
right.
thing, and we all made up silly songs together. It was great. It was great
Really
fun.
fun.
But me and Carlos were in a musical together in New York called Once, which was great
Carlos,
fun.
who's
Carlos
plays
plays
Cisco.
Cisco. Yeah.
my partner in crime.
Now, I know you're big into the Snapchat game now that I just
I would
noticed.
not say I am
Come on,
big
you
into
had
the
quite the
Snapchat game.
filters in the past couple days here.
I am learning Snapchat. Do you Snapchat?
No, I don't. I
Oh.
don't.
Katie Lots on your show Snapchat.
She can social media for everyone.
I wish she would do it for
I
me.
wish she would do it for me. I
She's
would employ
incredible
her
at
to
it.
do it.
I'm trying. I decided I was in the car a little bit in the last couple of days, and I was like, well, I'm going to try out these filters. So I was a dog, and then I was a cat. Oh, and then today there was something with monkeys.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I had my phone, I would make you Snapchat with me right now, but I don't. Lucky you.
Lucky me.
Take us back. What really made you guys want to become actors and actresses?
Oh, man. I was painfully shy as a child, like hide behind my mom, like not talk to anyone. And we started doing, my younger sister and I started doing community theater when I was 12 or 13, somewhere around there. And from there, it just snowballed. Theater, commercials, television, slowly but surely, and that was years ago. And you?
Thank you. I come from like a performing family of. It sounds like we're in the circus.
Explain this, though, what your mom did. This is great.
My mom's a puppeteer and an actress, and my dad's a musician. So it was kind of just a given that I was. It's not like I didn't have I never thought that my passion for it ever came from my parents. I was like, no, this is totally my own thing. And then a few years ago, I went, oh, of course it's because of them. But yeah, I just grew up in a house full of puppets and musical instruments. So it's kind of a slightly creepy but jolly childhood.
Do you, now that you guys have done this for so long, do you guys get nervous before you guys are going on a set or before you go in front of an audience like this?
Well, an audience like this is nice. You guys are so friendly and warm, and we appreciate you guys coming. So thank you. This is not nerve-wracking.
Yeah, this is like a warm hug, actually.
Yes.
This is lovely.
But for example, when I still get nervous at work sometimes, and especially when they introduce Killer Frost, I was so nervous to get it right. So, this is.
You look so cool.
Thanks.
In that
I
way.
think she looks
It's
great.
Really great.
I love her.
Yeah.
I want Killer Frost to come to Legends of Tomorrow.
That would be great.
Keep putting that into the universe. Maybe it'll happen.
I know we have a lot of questions that we're going to get to here in just a second from the fans. But how important is it to be obviously here today at Planet Comicon and to see these fans that are excited to see you guys?
It is so. It never ceases to amaze me when people turn up. Like I expect to walk out and see like two people, like who I know. Yeah, just going, hey, you're doing really well. It's totally humbling and overwhelming, and I don't think that will ever stop.
Yes, we're just grateful. That's the word that comes to mind.
Grateful.
Thank you, guys.
And we get to chat to you all and meet you all. It's lovely. It could not ever be a horrible thing.
I know you guys are excited they're here in Kansas City. Make some noise, right? All right, we will go ahead and start with some fan questions. I think they've been waiting in line for a while here.
You get a spotlight as well. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We'd like your song first and then your poem.
Take a classical monologue.
Hi, my name is Olivia. I just wanted to say I love you both. You're awesome. And my questions, my questions for Arthur. What is the most embarrassing thing that's happened on Doctor Who, like the set?
I like so many embarrassing things happen. Both me and Matt are fairly clumsy. I just break things all the time. Kind of awful moments. And you don't have much time, so if things go wrong, as well as it being hilarious, there's also people standing around going, oh yeah, we really don't have time for this. So there's one scene where me and Matt both pulled the door handles off a door and it took 20 minutes to fix. And people saying, it's really funny. We really need to get on with this. So yeah, my life is just a series of embarrassing events.
Mine too, it's okay.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Hi, my name is Amelia, and is, if you had a song that you could choose to be like the theme song for your life, what would it be and why? And can you sing it?
A theme song for our life?
Uh-huh.
And what would it be and why?
And sing it.
And
Can you sing it?
I won't be singing. I would guess, I can tell you what mine is. It would be I Want Candy. Because all I do is want to eat and eat sweets.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to sing it, but go for it.
No, that's I don't know the song. My song would be a song that I don't know how to sing. A theme tune. I always want like. Because I always have music in my head when I'm walking around, and I think it would be really cool to have just a speaker playing my own theme tune. I don't know. I think I would have to have, say, The Eye of the Tiger, or like something.
I like that.
Just to give me that confidence to walk around and feel great. And I am not going to sing it. But thank
Good
you
try,
for the good
though.
try.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So I just wanted to ask, what was your reaction when you found out you were going to be on The Flash and DC's Legends of Tomorrow?
I was shocked. I was so excited. It was, it kind of, I was so surprised it happened so quickly, like in the span of just a couple of days. Like, oh, by the way, they're making The Flash, and you should maybe read for it. And oh, look, your life has changed forever. It really happened so quickly, and I was so excited, you know. And I realized very quickly that I needed to learn a lot more about comics and comic books.
That bit was really fun. I sat at home just reading comics, going, "Yeah, I'm working." It's great. I was totally shocked because I was in London. And also, getting a job like this, like we audition for jobs, and so, you don't get most of them, and then occasionally you get the job, and then most of the time that job lasts for like a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and it's great. You meet new people, but something like this is totally life-altering. And they go, "Hey, so you're going to live in Vancouver for the rest of your life," which is a beautiful place. But totally shocked and couldn't quite get my head around it because I was sitting in London. I was doing a play in London going, "Oh, so I'm going to Vancouver for how long?" I was like, "Are you sure?" And it did. It happened over I didn't even travel. I just sent a tape off. They were like, "Hey, we like your work. We'd like you to read for this thing." And I literally sat in my house like trying to stop my cat running around and making a noise behind me, doing a tape, and sent it off. And they were like, "Yeah, great. Do you want the job?" Wow. Yeah, it was an amazing head spinning thing.
Did you guys have a favorite comic book growing up then?
I was far more into cartoons.
Okay.
Like, I was a big Thundercats, He-Man. You guys are going to clap at all of these. There was a cartoon called Visionaries, which I absolutely loved, because they had holograms of animals in their chests, and then the holograms burst out and they became the animals. That was great. And action figures. I used to have lots of action figures for everything. Yeah, I still have them. Yeah.
It's all new to me, which is really fun.
Go ahead.
Hello, Rory.
Hi. Who's that?
I'm your son-in-law.
Hi.
My question is, would you ever return to Doctor Who?
No. No, I've always said no. And then me and Karen saw each other last weekend and went, well, if they asked really nicely, maybe we'd go back. Never say never. But no, when we left, we went, that's it. And then I saw Karen pop up on it about a year and a half later. I was like, oh, wow, you went back. That's good. So I'd like to do it when we're because I think it's gonna continue forever. So I'd like to do it when we're really old and go back, and that'd be quite fun to see what old Rory's like. Thank you.
You're welcome.
my name's Kelsey, and I was wondering if your journey as a companion led you at all to becoming the time traveler Rip Hunter.
Yeah, I think when I did Doctor Who, I was really nervous as a person and was playing a nervous character. And now I feel like I've gained in confidence and can play a confident character. And I don't think I'd be able to do it without having done that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, my question's for you, Arthur. Was it exciting stepping onto the set of Doctor Who for the first time and like going in the TARDIS and stuff?
I think it's always exciting walking onto a new set. The TARDIS was weird because it's like, it looks amazing on screen, but actually it was like half built, and there was bits of wall that weren't, you couldn't shoot certain ways. But yeah, it was kind of amazing. I found, like, honestly, walking onto the set for Legends, like the most exciting thing in the world, because like my first day I went around and scooted around all the different sets for all the shows, and like your set's amazing.
Our sets are beautiful.
And like our set is like, it's in a room that's like this big, and they have the whole ship in the room. Like you can walk from bit to bit. It's stunning. Where the TARDIS is great, but it is about as big as this part of the stage, and they try and make it look huge. They go, it's bigger on the inside. It's not actually that big. It's only bigger because you talk about all the other bits that are in it that you never ever see. As much as I love the TARDIS set, and people are gonna go, I was far more excited to see the Wave Rider. Also, it's my own spaceship, which I'm really happy about.
Okay, thank you.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Danielle, question for you. Did you ever think that from Sky High you'd go over to the Flash like that? Did you ever think that would ever happen?
Oh, never. We made Sky High, I think, close to 10 years ago now. And, oh gosh, it might have been more than 10 years. Oh. And, the technology has come so far since then. I don't think you could have made a television show like The Flash in 2000 and whatever when we made that. And it's incredible. And a huge shout out to Armin, who does our visual effects, what a fantastic job they do on such a short amount of time. It's really incredible.
Hi, my name is Madison.
Hi, you look great.
There's two of you.
Thank you. My question's actually for you. So, Caitlin has gone through a very traumatic events these seasons. She's lost Ronnie, now 4 times? 4 or 5? And then
she does not have any good luck in love.
No. And then she fell in love with Jay, and he turned out to be a psychopathic killer.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah. So, we kind of saw that After Effects come into play last episode. Will we see more of that come to play? Maybe push her towards Killer Frost, or will she find happiness, hopefully with Ronnie in some other dimension?
I think it was nice that they finally really addressed a little bit more of the emotional depth of what Caitlin had been through in episode 22. So it was nice to see that and play that. I think they've got their hands full trying to beat this Zoom guy. So hopefully there's going to be a moment where Caitlin can try and get her power back from him in the season finale. So hopefully you can look forward to that.
Thank you.
Of course, thanks. You look great.
Cool. My question's for Arthur. Why did Rory die so much?
It's just really clumsy. It was such a gift as an actor to be able to have so many death scenes, though. Some of my more elaborate ones got rejected. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad it happened.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is for Danielle. I was just wondering, what's it like to transition from being a good guy on Flash to transitioning to being a bad guy?
It's really fun. I feel so lucky to work on a show where that's even a possibility. It's really cool. One of my favorite moments was one of the first times we were shooting in Earth 2, and I was dressed as Killer Frost. I think I'd asked, for like a bottle of water or something. And we all sit in chairs in a circle, and I'm sitting there, and craft services walks in with a water, and I was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, no, this is for Danielle. And I was like, that's me. And she was like, oh my God, I didn't even recognize you. So that was such a cool moment. So it's really fun that we get to do that on our shows and, you know, take it to such extremes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing good. First off, I want to say thanks for coming out. Love you guys. I know I'm wearing Spider-Man, but I'm here for Stan Lee. So, sorry. My question is for both of you. I just wanted to know what you guys, or what it's like working with Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell.
I mean, I didn't get to work with them as much as Arthur does, but they're great. They kidnapped me, those turds, very early on. But they, you know, not on camera, were very lovely kidnappers. They have such an interesting dynamic, which I didn't expect. You know, obviously having done Prison Break together for so long, there is there's a history with them and a familiarity. And, you know, Dom sort of likes to check in with Wentworth, like, what did you think? And that sort of thing. It's really cool. It's really cool
It's
to
like
see.
they've got a psychic bond between the two of them.
I'm glad you saw it, too.
Yeah, they both know. They just get each other, and a lot of it they don't even really talk that much. They just get it. It's like we've done with a nod. They're so much fun to work with, and they're proper pros. And like Prison Break's great. I was like, when I got offered the job, I was like, I'm working with those guys. That's brilliant. Yeah, they're great. Tom's hilarious, and he's exactly like his character off screen. What is it? Like, he doesn't quite know what's going on in the best possible way. My first week there, I was staying in a hotel, and he was staying in a hotel, and I thought, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go down to the gym and do some working out stuff, some things on my exercise things I should probably do more of. And I got in there, and I was, you know, picking things up and trying to move them, and like Dom, like strides in. Hey, buddy, yeah, great. Like, kind of grabs the remote control for the TV, turns the TV up really loud, puts on his sports, just starts working out the stuff. Because then he's going, all right, mate, yeah, having a great time. I didn't go to the gym after that. It was like, you can just do it for me. That's fine. Yeah, they're very cool. And I'm amazed. Wentworth makes these like huge choices, and he does them so sneakily, and you watch him going, what are you doing? It's kind of amazing. And then you watch it on screen and go, that is brilliant. Like he's just got it. It's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of, you look great.
Got the cold again ready. I was just wondering, obviously, Legends of Tomorrow, time traveling show, and this can kind of be for both of you, but if you could go to any time, past, present, you could go to the future, like, what would you pick? Because the Old West with Jonah Hex episode was probably one of my favorites this season, and it was just really cool to see the period pieces and all that stuff, so I'm just kind of curious where you guys would go if you could go anywhere.
I don't know. I liked it when you guys went back and talked to the young Victor. That was really funny.
That guy was great as well.
Was.
I hope we go back in time more to like more old. Oh God, learn to speak. To older places. What is wrong with me? To places further back in history. I want to go to like medieval England and joust and, you know, meet some dinosaurs. And when I started reading the Rip Hunter comics, the original ones, like he goes back and they get stuck in like the Jurassic period, and it's, you know, it's great. So more of
I
that.
saw Jurassic Park. That doesn't always end well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, we can have a go.
Cool.
Hello. As actors, you have to get deep into character, and especially in those intense and emotional scenes. When you're finished with those, how do you come back and snap out of the character and come back to Arthur and Danielle?
I'm always in character. And I make people refer to me as Rip for the whole time I'm shooting. So I never come out of it. How about you?
I think I just go to bed. I'm usually tired, so I just go to bed and start the next day fresh.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great time here.
That was... Yeah. I don't do that. I have a coffee and a chat. And
You have a coffee?
I
Even if
drink
it's at the end of the day?
I do drink a lot of coffee. It's a problem.
Oh.
Before you guys go to a set, do you guys have to do a certain routine? Do you have to drink a certain thing, or what do you have to do before
Coffee,
you?
a lot of coffee.
Yeah, in the
A lot of
mornings, coffee.
A lot of tea for you?
Yeah, I do drink a lot of tea. I don't drink tea in Canada, though, because their water's different, and it doesn't taste the same. And it's one of the big things, one of the big problems I'm having at the moment.
It's going to be okay.
I know.
promise.
But I do drink a lot of tea at home, and I can't drink it over here, anywhere here or Canada. It doesn't taste the same. Sorry. It's a little aggressive. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. First off, I love you guys in The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Doctor Who. Me and my folks, we watch it every week. We never miss an episode.
Thank you.
And I just want to know, what are your favorite parts in any of those shows, whether it's Doctor Who, Legends of Tomorrow, or The Flash? And this question's for both of you.
Favorite part?
Yes, please.
I mean, I love my job. We have a lot of fun. You should come over to our show and play someday.
Yeah, I want to do more crossover. I want to do some crossovers with
Our
you
set's
guys.
our set's pretty goofy.
And you've got
I mean,
great people as well.
We do. We have really great people. They're really funny. They sing and they dance a lot.
Yep.
I just saw our gag reel. There's a lot of dancing.
Really?
Oh man.
I don't know if we have that much dancing on
We
our
should
set.
change
Victor
that.
Garber doesn't dance.
Oh.
Maybe that's my goal for next.
Ooh,
See, is
I
to
want to
get
be there
Victor
for
to
that.
dance. Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite bit actually, because it's, we do have so much fun, and we work hard, long hours, and work hard, but we get to play. It is a lot of fun, and I do pinch myself a lot.
I'm such a nerd. Every time I see our giant green screen, I'm like, oh, we do really cool stuff. It's really fun.
Thank you very much. And by any chance, can I get a selfie?
Not right now, but come see us at our tables.
All right. And thank you for coming. Welcome to Kansas City.
Thank
Thank you.
And I can't wait for next season. And I really hope there would be a Flash and Legends of Tomorrow crossover. That'd be awesome.
Me
Thank
too.
you. Me too.
Thank you.
Okay. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. First of all, Danielle, I'm sorry. Sky High came out 11 years ago.
Which means we made it 12 years ago.
Second of all, there are a couple of empty spots on the Wave Rider now. Who would you like to see fill that?
Oh, it's tricky. I don't know. I'm really, really intrigued to find out. I know some stuff, so I can't tell you. But it's really cool. And we have. Have you guys seen? Has everyone seen the finale? Who hasn't seen the finale yet? If you haven't seen the finale, put your fingers in your ears now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. But Rex Tyler at the end and the Justice Society of America stuff is going to be very, very exciting. So I'm really looking forward to working with Patrick and all of that. You can take it out now. Take it out now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Little Wally West.
This is for Arthur. Does Snart come back in the second season?
I hope so. Would you like him to come back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to let them know that you want him to come back. I hope that happens. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carlos. My question is for Danielle. We've kind of grew up with your fans from Disney to now the CW. How do you feel like your transition has been from a child actress to now?
How do I feel?
At your transition as an
Oh,
actress.
how did I transition?
Yes.
I was really lucky. I think that's the most I can attribute it to be honest, is, I show up and I try and do my job and be professional, and I've just been lucky to get such great opportunities, tried a lot of different things. I did Disney, I did TV, I did horror movies, I sort of did a smattering of things.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I think it is just being lucky that I just kept getting great opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
With all those movies and different things you've done, what is you? What do you like the most doing? What roles?
You know what? It changes as I get older. I like different things. The stability of television is something that I love right now. To know that 10 months a year I have a job, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to see the same people every day and get to tell really cool stories. That's great.
Hello, Rory.
Hi.
My question is mainly for you, but also kind of for Danielle. When you were playing Rory and you transitioned from a nurse to a centurion warrior, how did it feel to do the transition? And for Danielle, was there a role that you played and then you noticed a transition that was significant to you?
I loved the transition. And when I opened the script and it said, and he's a Roman soldier, I was like, yes, this is great. I can do this. What Stephen wrote on those scripts for me was such a joy to do. And he always said, yeah, no, I had it all planned out. But he never told me that he had it planned out. We just get the scripts and get these amazing surprises. I was so lucky to be able to show such all the different parts of that character's personality, and I like the fact that he could, as well as be kind of kind and nervous and a bit of a doormat, that he could also step up to the plate and fight for what he believed in. So yeah, it was a real joy to be able to do that.
This might be not a surprise, but Caitlin, I think, we've made 46 episodes of The Flash already, which is crazy. And I think you've seen her grow and change and shift through all the things, a lot of them terrible, that have happened to her, but some good things too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a fun time when you're here at Planet Comicon.
Oh, thank you very much.
You too.
Hi. I'd like to say, Danielle, your acting has actually inspired me with acting because I do it a lot. And I've been watching you since Stuck in the Suburbs and Sky High.
Thank you very much.
This question's for both of you. When it comes to acting, there's a little thing said that once you get a big, well-known role, you're not seen for a long time. How did you break the barrier when coming from Sky High and Doctor Who and getting these excellent parts?
I've never had that happen. And again, it's just luck. It's really good doing this job at the moment because I get to, like you say, the stability of doing it, and there's a real enjoyment in playing someone for a long time and delving into their personality for a long time. But I love going from job to job and finding a different variety of stuff. And I've just been very lucky that I've been offered things that have been so wildly different from each other. Yeah, touching wood and crossing fingers.
It's true. I don't know that it was ever a particularly conscious decision, but I think, again, just lucky and grateful.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Would you have any specific advice that you would give future actresses?
I never feel like I'm in a position to give any advice. I have literally bumbled through my life and not really making that many decisions, and I've just been very lucky. And I've worked very hard and had goals and aims, but really I feel so lucky to be offered anything that I'm offered. That just keep doing it and believe in yourself.
Hello. My question is, when you were a child, who was a superhero or a person you looked up to?
My mom. I think moms are superheroes. I think they do so much. Ironically, we weren't allowed to watch television growing up, so or movies really. I watched a lot of Disney movies, but a lot of Disney princesses are orphans. So, yeah, I think for me it was always my mom. I wanted to be like her.
When did you start watching television then?
When did I start watching television? I mean, when I was 18. It's crazy.
I think that's good. I think that's... Sorry, we'll talk about this
It's
later.
fun now.
Yeah.
Delving into older, cool series.
But do you have the thing where people go, oh, do you remember that show from when we were...
All the time.
And you go,
all the
I
time.
don't know what that is.
I'm a real... you don't ever want to play a pop trivia game with me because I am useless.
Great. Yeah, my parents were my hero. My dad looks... I always thought when I was a kid, my dad looked a bit like Harrison Ford, so I really... So, which I still stand by, actually. So, Indiana Jones was a big one for me. And for a while, I wanted to be an archaeologist. That was my... But I don't think I quite understood what that was. Yeah, I'll say that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So everyone on your shows has really interesting costumes. So if you could switch costumes with someone for a day, whose costume would you want?
I mean, the boys, their costumes get real stinky, so I don't know about that. I think the Zoom costume looks really cool.
I really want a cape.
Like Supergirl?
Yeah, I think I'd swap with Supergirl. Just because of the cape. Yeah. And I know I can't fly or do anything cool. Just kind of be grumpy and shoot a gun. But I think with a cape, I'd do that a lot better. So, yeah.
Thank you. Hi. So my question's for Arthur, and I just wanted to ask, Rory gets picked on by the doctor a lot. So how is it from coming to being picked on by the doctor to basically being the doctor?
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't want to say, cause, if you're bullied at school, you kind of often become the bully, and I don't want to perpetuate that. But I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's really nice.
Bossing everyone around.
But yeah, maybe I should talk to someone about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. As someone who suffers from anxiety and slight depression, I want to just thank you because sometimes when I'm watching The Flash or Doctor Who, your character just says something and it makes me be able to smile again. So thanks. And I also wanted to ask, I know everyone's dying to know, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Chocolate peanut butter.
That's a good one.
You guys, yeah.
What if they boo your
I
answer?
know. I'm so worried you're going to boo my ice cream. Pistachio. Thanks, guys. I really needed that. Thank you.
My question's for Danielle. What did it feel like being able to play on a TV show with such a good hero?
Say it again.
What did it feel like knowing you get to play on a TV show with The Flash?
Oh, The Flash is the best. I feel very lucky. It's such a great show. I love so much of it. I feel grateful to work with such cool people. Lucky. I feel lucky. It's fun. It's really fun.
Also, how much is your table?
How much what?
Much as your what?
How much does it cost to go to your table?
It doesn't cost anything. You can just come say hi. Okay, bye. See you later. I hope.
She's going
She's
right
running
now.
to your table right now.
I'll see you there.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Grace. I was just wondering why you left Doctor Who, because it's kind of impossible, because do you remember the crack in time? The angels, they got eaten by that, so they don't exist anymore. So you can't leave. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's so sweet.
I don't know. But thank you. I also left because it was kind of time to leave. And I'd rather leave something, and this is a lesson for life. I'd rather leave something when it's like that, you know, than, bye. Like I'd rather leave and go, see ya! Than go, oh God, I'm so glad I left. You know, so it was hard. It was like ripping off a plaster, but it felt like the right thing to do at the time. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you guys ever get together as a cast and have like a watch party or anything like that, especially with these season finales?
We're working.
Yeah.
We just always
it's so
work.
rare that and you guys are on Thursdays too. I mean, you know, we work very long hours. You know, it's normal for us to work 14 hours a day, 15, 16, that kind of thing. So, you know, to have the time to be around to watch it is rare.
I kind of watch it with my family at home if I'm at home, and I just kind of watch it like this.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I make a lot of tea. Yeah. This is the first show I've ever done that with. Normally, I just have to watch it on my own. I don't like watching things in big groups of people that I'm in, because I just look at my face and go, "What are you doing?" So yeah.
So this is a question for both of you. If there was a certain character to appear in your show, who would it be? Or who do you want it to be?
I mean, let's stop killing off Ronnie Raymond for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
I've like pitched every version of how to bring him back. And Eddie Thawne. We're very lucky. Again, we have great people, so I miss them.
No, I'm trying to think of who. I think we've got such a great cast. I also know who's going to come in it, and I'm really excited about that. And I can't say that because I think I'd be fired.
Spoiler alert!
Spoilers! So the people that are about to come in the show that I'm not allowed to talk about.
All right. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
What do you guys think you guys would be doing if you weren't acting then?
Be an archaeologist.
I don't know. I sometimes I love dogs, so I'm like, well, I'll just hang out with dogs all day. That would be great.
Tell what your dog names are too, these little Yorkies.
Oh my gosh. So I grew up with 2 Yorkies, Peanut and Butter. And now my parents have Sugar and Spice.
All right, we're going to get very close towards the end, so we're going to try to do some rapid questions here from more fans. No more?
Oh,
On
you
that
guys,
part?
you're done?
We
You
had a
told
dog
you
called Moses, who was a girl. I don't know why that happened, but my mum saved her from the middle of the road and thought she was like a miracle dog, so called her Moses.
But your mom might have been the miracle there.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Well done, Mum. Yeah, I was just in New York, and we decided to go to a pet shop and pretend that we lived in New York so we could go and play with the puppies. The guy was like, "So you live here?" I was like, yeah, we've just moved into the area. We were really looking for this kind of dog. Can we play? And we got the guy's card, and we nearly bought the dog, and realized we were just on holiday. But it was great fun.
There's a rescue pet shop near where I live in LA. And if I'm like running home and I have a little bit of time to spare, I'll just go in and see them and say hi.
Yeah.
Dogs are the
Dogs
best.
are great.
What other funny...
Do you have a lot of dogs on your set? We do. We have so many. Grant has 2.
Grant has 2.
I have 1. Our camera truck has 1.
We've got 2. Tommy and Beasley. Katie Lotz has got a dog called Beasley, who looks
Beasley's
like he's just been
so
dropped on his
cute.
face. And all of his insides have just, he won't mind me saying this, all of his insides have just been squeezed up to the front of his body. If he
real
runs
cute.
too fast, he just falls forward. His little legs in the air. So he's great. And then Tommy, yeah, I really love dogs, but they kind of can't have one at the moment. And so there's this little dog, Tommy, who one of the hair ladies, Brenda, has. And he comes and sits on my lap every morning, and we have a little chat, which is great.
If you come to our show, Bella is just going to bark at you until you give her bacon. That's my dog, Bella.
Great.
All
Luckily,
she
I
wants is
carry bacon with me all the time.
I mean,
so.
she's trained a fair number of people in the hair and makeup trailer.
That's amazing.
They get bacon for Bella in the morning.
Do you find that she has weight issues, or is she?
I mean, she just chases everybody around until they give her bacon.
So she's kind of
it's
working
like,
it off as she. That's great. I think that's a good way of living.
She's figured it out. Her life is good.
Well done.
I think they'll probably want to know the same thing. If you guys could have any superpower, what do you think you guys wish you had in real life?
It's a dangerous question.
I have lots, like so many. I want to be able to fly, so I don't have to sit in traffic and don't have to deal with like the stress and anxiety of airports. I would love to be able to be as fast as Barry because then I could eat whatever I want and never gain weight. What are my other ones? Oh, I want to be able to be invisible.
Why?
So I can spy on people. Duh.
Honest answer.
I want to know what people are really thinking. I've told you, I have a long
You
list.
do have a long list.
I can ask this question, and my answer changes a lot, which I feel a little bit badly about, but not really.
You're giving an honest answer. You just want all of them.
I want them all.
Yeah. I think with great power comes great responsibility. So
Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
You're not ready for that. Yeah, I would just like to be able to, leave the house without worrying that I've left a window open. Or like simple things. Or, I'd like to know where all my things are because I lose everything. I spent most of my life looking for the thing that I've just put down. That's why. So I'd like to not have to do that anymore. Just know where everything is. Oh, that's a great part. I'd like to know where everything in the world is. So people go, oh, where's the hotel? I go, it's there. Or where are my keys? They go, they're in your bag. Oh, that's great.
That is a good one. I like that. Original.
Yeah. No, what would that hero be called? No man.
Know-it-all?
Know-it-all.
Captain Know-it-all?
Okay, Mr. Big Brain. Mr. I know where things are, man. The Navigator. Thank you. That's a great movie, Flight of the Navigator. I want the Wave Rider to be more like that. I want to have those things. And a little puppet. I hope we have more puppets next season. That's what I'm hoping for. Or just a little tiny monster. That'd be great.
Do we have some other quick questions real fast? Real quick.
Ask fast. Hi there, welcome.
Hi.
This is what old Wonder Woman looks like. You are hilarious, and you are as sweet as I thought you were, and I want to thank you for that. It's really a joy to meet characters who are everything that we think they are. I play the game too, Where's My whatever it is. Do you have any say in the dialogue that you are given? I love your show, both of them, but sometimes I'm left with, really, how is that a thing?
Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Like, one of the things I do love about doing this show is we do get a certain amount of creative freedom, and if you suggest things and go, oh, this would be really cool, they try and incorporate it. Or like on the day, if you go, oh, I think this would be a better thing to say, or there's a writer on set, and it feels like a really collaborative process. And then sometimes, there's story things that they have to shoehorn in and get. I don't know, like it's such a complicated process. But yeah, that's one of the things I really love about the job, actually, that I kind of sneak a few English words in that I'm not meant to. They then get beeped when they get shown on English TV. But
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
You know who's really good about sneaking stuff in is Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos is so funny this year. He's incredible at that.
So yeah, we get a bit.
Thank you.
Next question, real quick.
So what is it like watching yourself on screen after you filmed it?
Terrible. It's so hard. I hate it.
It never goes away.
Yeah.
There's a theory that because you normally look in the mirror and you see your face the opposite way around in the mirror, and then when you see it on screen, it's not how you normally see your own face. So it looks just ever, because we're not most of us aren't symmetrical. I'm not at all. So you go, oh, it doesn't quite look like how I think I look. It's a really strange thing. And also you kind of know what you were thinking. Like I watch stuff and go, oh, that day was raining so hard. Or like you can't actually watch it as a story. If I kind of shut my eyes and then watch everyone else's bits.
Thank you.
All right, one last question, guys.
No pressure.
Sorry.
Don't mess it up.
Arthur, this is for you. I asked this of Karen last year, so I wanted to know how do you think Rory would get along with the 12th Doctor?
Well, he's Scottish.
That's actually what she said, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Which I think he'd be fine one-on-one with him. But I think if Amy was there, they'd just be off being Scottish together. And he'd be like, oh, God, I don't know what they're saying. You know, I think it would be really tricky. Yeah.
Arthur, Danielle, thank you guys so much for coming. We
you for
appreciate it.
having us.
Welcome to Planet Comicon.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please exit to the doors on my right side. We will be seating for the Stan Lee panel shortly as soon as we can get this room clear.